Hello, my name is Jesús Naoki, and I'm going to introduce you to the last activity of the semester of International Environments and Business Operation. Before we continue, I will tell you a small quote I like to talk. It's success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in day out. So this means basically that all we do day by day is what is going to take you or take us to our main goal. So what is International Eagle? International Eagle is a brand that we made to know and consult more people and countries to take care of different point of view, to expand the idea, to introduce them to the international trade with other countries. Talking about honesty, respect, and tolerance, this is the main point for our company to understand and guide to other people to succeed in these international trades. And trying to talk about this, we have our main competition that are build local companies as Export Up Crow, Asia Group, and AFIC Consulting. So, for the first time, we are going to introduce you the International Eagle magazine. Here, you can know more about different companies that they want to enter to different markets in different countries. This includes 12 pages of information about our company, some other companies that want to know about their cases and their business environments. At the same time, we are going to give you some strong points and weak points that each company need to know more about if they need to enter or not to that environment of business. So before you can keep with this presentation, we advise you to read this before you continue. Alright, so after you read all the new magazine that we told you, we're going to continue with our findings. So first of all, the two companies are really good in what they do. Definitely, they have a lot of years working or on their own projects to expand their brand, and to understand this, they need to get out good research to understand what each company of this needs to enter to a new market. So this is a big risk for each brand, but this is something they need to do to expand what they want to do to other countries. So our first foreign client is called Promo Missouri. I've been working them with more than 6 months, and all I can tell you is that they have everything to keep all the process working, to understand and work here in Mexico. Definitely, the part legal is what is going to change about our political system. Is changing right now here in Mexico, but the good relationship between United States and Mexico is going to make it easier to this company to enter to this possible legal trade. So all they need to take care of it's all the corruption, but we know that this is something that it has to happen all the times. So also the foreign investment for a small data, you can notice that Mexico attracts more of the Central and South America countries. Also, the strategic geographical location that Mexico has, it helps a lot to this country because we are really close from each other, and also the tourist and the biggest tourist destination it's here in Mexico from all the world. Also, we can talk about Mexican market is that something it's an economic power that we have here. Definitely the tourism it makes and grow all the economic outlook that we can see, and also it changed about year by year. Definitely in 2010 it was one of the best countries to do business in Latin America, and also this is something that each country need to take care of. So what fits better for this company that most of the companies are manufacturing such as FEMSA, Grupo Bimbo, and Samsung, Mexico. Also, this is in Mexico. We have the 10 major manufacturer employers, so we have a lot of work that they need from that, and also all the coin is more cheaper here than in USA. So, what about our main local clients? We have been working with Ping Solutions because it's a company that have been working since 2009. This is the market that they need, and what they want to do is to work with China. Some of the Mexican economic system is growing up a lot, but definitely not as China do. So what opportunity that they have? Yeah, well, they need to expand their brand to know and to make easier their work and hand. They need all the manufacturing part that Pink Solution doesn't have in United States or in Mexico. Even the dollar is more expensive here than in China. So what is the best part to export this product from China to other countries when they are working at? So what about our foreign investment? Well, I can tell you that in 2017, two-way trade between both nations amount 80.8 billion US dollars. So that's a lot of money that between Mexico and China that they are making, and also the amount and difference between these are the part cultural that both of them are good in that. This is something that both countries are working at, but right now we can tell you that Pink Solution have a great opportunity to get involved with this country. So basically the trade policy of this is that 8% of USA exports were shipped to China. So definitely if we work with United States and China, we have this small triangle we can figure it out. And also China likes to work with between United States and Mexico because of the close that we are from each other. So what happens if we enter the Chinese market? Well, it's a relationship that needs a good introspection with Mexico that has values, and these become key between transparency and balances between these two countries. So in reference we can say that this we need to be a good strategic and centralized nation, and we need to get focused on the vision that Chinese has as a good country to make business and to understand that idea in the Mexican context. So what fits better again with Pink Solution in China? That all the formal aspects between Mexico and China are good on this moment. Sometimes between the USA problem with NAFTA that involves a little bit of trouble between United States and Mexico, and also this affects in some way to China. And 80% of the Mexico export go to the USA. So China accounts for a little over 1%, but definitely that it's a good opportunity for us to understand the China market and how we can work and stop declining this United States, Mexico, and China trade, so we can explore more manufacturing work. So in conclusion, all I can say is that working with these two companies was a good opportunity to understand two different markets. Between the first one with Promo Missouri, that we need to understand our local market and how this company, if it comes to here and start working with us, how they can keep working and trying to understand our market to get better results of what we do best and how we can help them. And also with Pink Solutions, that it's a good company that is working more with United States and Mexico, how we can handle all the cultural change, the political systems that we have between Mexico and China, and trying to get adapted to that market. That is also the main point, that China is the first supplier for a lot of countries, and that is something that Pink Solution can take care of it, and can try to understand to apply to that new business that they can successfully make. So that it's all for it, and this is with what I finish with my last presentation of the project, and thank you.